Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. This is the February energetic forecast for your sign Leo, and that applies to your sun, moon, and rising sign, or maybe you're just cross-watching for someone else that you know, but either way, welcome to my channel. Happy birthday to all of my Aquariuses as well out there. Now you can scroll down to the comments in the description for the timestamps to the meditation and to the reading if you are just ready to get straight to it, because I do have a couple of things to explain before getting to this reading. The first being that I have a lot of cards that I've pulled for each sign in February because intuitively I felt like we all needed a really in-depth reading on what to expect energetically this month and how to navigate that energy. And after reading for all of the signs, because I'm filming this intro video last, I'm hoping to have these videos uploaded on the 3rd of February. It is currently the 30th of January. So fingers crossed that I can get these up in that time frame. But after filming for all the signs, I can honestly say I believe that February, this Aquarius season, is one of the most tumultuous months of 2020. And not necessarily in a bad way, but it's definitely challenging us by shaking things up, by shaking up our core, shaking up our system, shaking up our day-to-day. And this is because of Saturn and Uranus, which are the two planets that rule Aquarius. So this is nothing to fear, but definitely something to be aware of and prepared for. And each sign's reading definitely delivered and gave an answer on how we can work with February's energy and use it to our benefit. A few dates to note, or a couple dates to note, is Mercury retrograde will be occurring this February 16th to March 9th, but we will be entering into Mercury retrograde shadow zone from February 1st to March 29th. So that is something to definitely take note of. I will also be doing a pick a card reading for how to work with this upcoming Mercury retrograde as well, so you can be on the lookout for that on my channel. And lastly, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not doing any personal readings right now. I didn't take any readings in January either because I wanted to get back to making sure that I was uploading enough content, free content, up here on my YouTube channel, since I sort of slacked off in December, with December being the holidays and doing a whole bunch of personal readings. I really slacked off on this YouTube content here, but you guys will definitely be the first to know when I am back to accepting personal readings again. But thank you guys for being patient with me. I truly do appreciate you. And if you do just want to reach out to me, you can always email me. My email address is linked in the description down below. So now let's get to this meditation. Let me just start off by saying, like I always do, that this is a collective reading for your sign. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you need to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that, I'll be offering a 30-second meditation. And if you are ready to begin that meditation, get into a nice relaxed position. Become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. Then exhale out of your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds. Then focus on asking yourself or your higher self or your guides what guidance it is that you need to hear for the month of February 2020 and how you can best navigate this energy. Once you do that, we'll begin that meditation right now. All right, now that you're intuitively synced into the energy of this reading, let me take the time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit itself for these messages today. Now let's check out what February has in store for you and your sign. All right, Leo, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards first before getting to this stack of oracle cards here. So I'm not reading this in any particular order. Haven't seen the cards yet, so I'm really excited to get to these, being that I am a Leo moon myself. So let's just go on ahead and check out your tarot cards. Let's just get started. The very first one that we have here is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Cups, Okay, before moving on, already what I'm getting with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups is this is skepticism, not being able to trust in or believe in something because you've been burned so many times before, or you were left out in the cold, abandoned and neglected, high out to dry. Even though you want something that is pure, genuine, innocent, and honest, like what's represented here in the Six of Cups, it's very hard for you to believe in it. Even though this is what you want, it's very hard for you to receive this or to believe in this when it does come into your life. Or it's very hard for you to have faith in the fact that this sort of energy or this sort of person, this sort of situation is out there for you. Something that is real, genuine, transparent, and honest and innocent. Okay, moving on. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. Yeah. So this is a test coming in with this Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. This is a test coming in, or some sort of news, information, and invitation to see things differently, to take a leap of faith and try something that may seem painful or uncomfortable, as represented here by the Hanged Man. But what it's actually going to do is offer you a completely brand new perspective. It's going to offer you a solution, a way out. That's what I'm seeing here with this Page of Swords. So there's some sort of test that comes in, some sort of information that you receive that's really going to test. It's really going to push you to have faith in this Six of Cups here. Like what I was saying, you've sort of developed a sort of skeptical mind that this is even possible for you. And there's going to be something that comes in with the Page of Swords, some sort of information or news or something that comes in, and it's like, it's going to challenge you to believe in this. It's going to challenge you. And you're not going to really know. Moving on. Yeah, look at this. We have the Eight of Cups here. Exactly. So yeah, this new way of saying things, Hanged Man, is going to help you finally walk away from something in this Eight of Cups here that has been dragged out for some of you. For some of you, this has been dragged out for a very long period of time. Surrendering to this new information, whatever this is going to, or this new view, is going to give you the gall that you need to finally leave a situation or a person alone for good, to finally walk away, which is very interesting here. This is so interesting. This has been sort of like a common theme in many of the signs here. Really huge shifts and changes happening for February for all of my signs so far. And Leo, you guys are no different. There's something here where it's like something is finally going to be able, you're finally going to be able to close the book on a certain situation or a person that has just been dragged out for too long. Something's going to come in and give you that new view, that strength, that support, that encouragement that you need to walk away. And then we have here, look at that, you guys, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, things moving quickly. This is fast movement, fast developments. Once you break past your fear, your doubts, your insecurities, whatever they may be, once you break past them and finally walk away, your life is going to start progressing very, very quickly in a completely different direction where it was at in the Eight of Cups here. So whatever you're walking away from, because I want you guys to see this, this Eight of Cups as I want you guys to see these 8 cups down here. And this Eight of Cups is like a barrier. It's like a wall. Imagine these 8 cups being stacked up into like a wall, right? And it's like you can't get past these cups because they're in your way. They've created a barrier. They've created a wall. So instead of you spending extra energy trying to tear it down, trying to demolish it, trying to break past it, trying to sneak past it, or trying to scale it, instead of doing all this extra stuff, it's like, you know what? Maybe I should just turn around, walk away, and find a new direction. That is exactly what this new perspective is going to be able to offer you in February. And because of that, once you finally decide to turn around and walk away, instead of spending your time and energy trying to break through this one wall, or break through this one person or this one situation, you're going to just say, you know what, fuck it, and walk away. And because of that, things are going to start progressing very, very rapidly. This has been a blockage in your life, an obstacle, a challenge in your life for some time, Leo. Wow. Okay. And then we have here the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands. Wow. This is starting over or setting off in a completely new direction, leaving the past and what you knew behind you so you can be led somewhere with potential and promise. Instead of being led somewhere or not being led somewhere, but instead of running into a wall, it's like you're going to turn around and this is what's going to be in front of you, Leo. You see how different these 2 cards are? In one of these cards, he has to turn around and walk away because it's a wall here. It's impenetrable. He can't get through to it. He can't get through to this person or the situation, so he has to turn around and walk away. He can't go any further than these cups right here. And as you can see in this Three of Wands, he is looking out over he's looking out over a landscape of opportunities and possibilities. There are no walls. There are no obstacles. There's nothing in his way. Do you see how different these are? And that's all because you decided to just turn around and say, you know what? Nope, I'm done. I'm not wasting my energy here. I'm over it. I'm done. So this is being led somewhere with potential promise and opportunity, because whatever past you were leaving behind, it had no future, Leo. There was no potential there, and spirit, as well as your higher self, was really ready to move on from that. There was a little reluctance on your part, though, because you've sort of been here before with the Six of Cups here. You've sort of been in this position before. So for instance, if this is love, then maybe someone new comes into your life and you're a bit skeptical about trusting them because you've been burned in love before. Or maybe it's a new job, right? Maybe you're a little hesitant to get excited about that new job offer, because you don't want to get your hopes up. That's it. That's exactly what's happening here. You're so cautious, Leo, because you are trying to avoid this Five of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to worry about that, Leo. You're trying to avoid getting hurt. You're trying to avoid this Five of Pentacles situation again. You've been here before. You've been here before, and you are really, really, really adamant about making sure you're not ending up in this same situation. That's exactly what this is. You just don't want to get your hopes up. You just want to make sure that whatever this is has promise before you actually embark on it. But it's like, you know what? You can't necessarily make sure of that. This man in the Eight of Cups here, he didn't know if there was anything behind him. He didn't know if his future was behind him. He had no clue. He just had to look at the situation that was right in front of him and say, there's no use in trying to waste this energy trying to get past this wall. There's a wall here. There's an obstacle here. Clearly, something does not want me to progress any further. Clearly, something does not want me to keep going any further. For some reason, there's a blockage here. For some reason, there's a wall here. So even though he decides to turn around, he has no clue what's behind him. He has no clue that when he turns around, if there's going to be another wall, or if he's going to find bliss, if he's going to find happiness, if he's going to find other pathways. He has no clue. He's just judging what is right in front of him and saying that this isn't right. This isn't worth it. This isn't for me. And then underneath the deck here, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Beautiful. So this is what I'm seeing with this Hierophant in reverse is try to silence any fears that you have, Leo. It's okay to be skeptical and cautious, but if your skepticism turns into fear, that's when skepticism can turn negative. So the Hierophant here is to say, keep your vessel pure of fear and low vibrations so you can accurately hear from spirit and your higher self, instead of hearing from your ego or something low vibrational that is going to feed you more fear, insecurity, or doubt. Okay? So let's go on ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here, see what else it is, what other messages are coming through for your February. So far, this has been very, very interesting. I'm not necessarily sure if this has to do with love, finances, career, money. Take it as it resonates. Whatever it is, I just definitely see you leaving a situation that just has not been budging. It hasn't been changing. And that's because there's some new there's a new offer or a new invitation or a new something that comes in, maybe a new person that comes in, something new that comes in that sort of takes you away from the old thing. That's what I'm saying. The very first card that we have here is, this is funny, Aquarius. I know this has been showing up for a few of the signs now, as well as the Hierophant keeps coming up and the Hanged Man keeps coming up. Like back to back to back. It's crazy, but we are in Aquarius season right now. We're in Aquarius season, and this says Aquarius, I know. So you may have some Aquarian or some 11th house energy, some Uranus Saturn energy. If there's a person that comes into your life, they may be in Aquarius, or this just could be saying that this energy that is happening in Aquarius season, and we're going to be in Aquarius season until late February. Okay, moving on here to Pluto transformation. Exactly. You're being transformed. You're being transformed like this Hanged Man here in reverse. Once he finally decides to surrender to whatever is going on, once he finally decides to surrender, that is when he's able to see things completely differently. Because right now what you're breaking out of this Aquarius I know sort of vibration, where it's like you feel like, I think a lot of you guys already know that some sort of situation is a dead end. You know it's a dead end, and you need to be transformed from that. You need to, instead of fighting to try and make this dead end a pathway, instead of trying to build a road, you just need to turn around and go find a new road. It's not your responsibility to make a dead end a pathway. It's not your responsibility to remove this obstacle, to break down this wall. That's not your responsibility. Okay? Then we have here the next card, part of fortune increase. This card keeps coming up as well. Okay, but what I'm seeing here is, as well as the person that, if there is a person that comes into your life, they could be Pluto dominated. So this would be somebody that is Scorpio energy. You could be meeting a Scorpio, or somebody could have some heavy Scorpio, Pluto energy in their chart. But part of fortune increase, exactly like I was saying, things are going to start moving very, very quickly once you accept the fact that this is an obstacle that is not going to budge. It's not going to change. And trust me, I get it. I'm a Leo moon, you guys. I know what it is like to be stubborn and to really want something to work in a certain way. But it's like, this particular way is not the way. This particular road is not the road for you. And that is why you are being urged to turn around and to find a different direction. Because once you do, things are going to start moving quickly. There won't be any obstacles in your way. That's why the Seven of Wands here is in reverse. Because once you turn around, it's going to be clear skies, clear roads, no traffic, no obstacles, no nothing in your way. That's why the Seven of Wands is in reverse. You won't have to fight for this. You won't get bruised up or scarred up with this new direction. Okay, that's only with this old one here. Moving on, we have second house owning. Okay, so for some of you, this is a job, because second house deals with our possessions, the things that we own. This is ruled by Taurus, as well as there could be a Taurus coming into your life. What I'm seeing here is like something very attractive as well. Just a lot of attraction I'm seeing with the second house owning. This is something that you really want. Like I said, you guys are your life is going to start developing very rapidly. And the things that you actually do want, they're going to either come right into your life, or you're going to have a clear road directly to them, because now you're not trying to get past this obstacle. So something was in your way of your possessions and the life that you wanted to live. That's what we're dealing with when we deal with the second house. When we deal with Venus, we're dealing with values. What are the things that you love in life? What are the things that you appreciate in life? That could be a big house, a nice car, beautiful clothes, money, sex, all these different things that we value about life, is what the second house sort of deals with. So this is the life that you want to live that is being cleared up, Leo. This is the life that you want to live. The next card that we have here is North Node, life's purpose. Yeah, exactly. You're being led away. You're being completely led away from whatever this is. This is an obstacle, and you're being led towards your North Node. The North Node is just an access point on the moon, on the Earth's moon. And basically the North Node, it's the direction in life that we should be headed towards. So we should be headed towards our North Node. The South Node is where we came from. The North Node is where we want to go. But the North Node it's really hard to walk in the direction of our North Node, because the North Node requires us to make certain sacrifices, to reach up to our own potential, and to walk away from things that we may have really wanted. The North Node requires the hardest tests and challenges and trials of you and of your life. It's going to ask of you to do those really difficult things, because it's trying to lead you to your future. It's trying to lead you towards evolution and progression. Evolution is never easy. So whatever is happening in your life right now, you're being led away. That's the way you can set up the next decade of your life, to be in a way where it's like there's no obstacles. You're not running into walls. You're not feeling like this is a dead end, you know? So you're being led away, which is beautiful. Okay, and the next card that we have here is spells, alchemy. All right, so you're going to be you're going to be like the magician, the alchemist this February, as well as for some reason with this alchemy card here, I'm just seeing attraction, chemistry, a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction. Yeah, alchemy is sort of like chemistry. Yeah, it actually is. So, okay, yeah, there's definitely something coming in that's going to almost attract you away from this wall, because that's what's going to lead you away. You're going to be so attracted to this other thing that you're finally actually willing to consider actually just walking away, making a U-turn, and leaving this wall standing where it's at. That's what's going on here. But this is like alchemy being done by the universe to lead you away from this issue, from this wall, from this dead end, basically. Then we have, exactly, candle illumination, realizing things. Illumination, it sounds a lot like the Hanged Man here, how he realizes something. He comes to this illumination. He has this realization like, wow, like I've been seeing things completely wrong this entire time. So that's what I'm saying with this candle illumination is you finally realizing something, you finally seeing something for what it is. The next card that we have is Augur. I think I'm saying that right. Mastery. This sounds a lot like spells alchemy to me. And as well as Augur mastery, when we master something, that's sort of like the end of it, right? Because there's nothing else we can learn. There's nothing else we can do. And so I'm also seeing this as well as like, this situation has been mastered. This situation has reached the conclusion. You've reached the end of the book. It's time to go in a different direction. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again, but like the cards just keep coming up that way to me for like, as far as intuitively, the energy just keeps translating to me in that way. And then the next card that we have is Flowers. Fickle. Okay. So something here is, and this new thing that may attract you away from whatever this dead end was, this new thing may be a little fickle. This new thing might not be where you're supposed to end up at, but it may just come in for a time just to sort of lead you away from this dead end, whatever that is. So that's what I'm getting with Flowers fickle. This new thing may be a little fickle. If this is a new person, they may be a little shaky. They might not be consistent, and that's not what you want either, probably. But with you being a fixed sign. But at the same time, I'm just seeing this as something that really leads you away. You see how there's some daisies here and there's this rose right here, and that rose is extremely enticing. It's almost like it's more so in your face than the daisies here. It's catching more of your attention than the daisies. That's exactly what I'm seeing with the situation. Something's going to catch your attention, and it might not be, like I said, where you're supposed to end up at, but its sole purpose is to lead you away from this dead end. Okay? And the next card that we have here is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Exactly. This sounds a lot like that Eight of Cups right there, walking away from something. This is a loss that you are going to be taking, but it's a loss that you need to take because, like I said, it's not changing. It is what it is, basically. It's very fixed. The next card that we have is Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So as well as love may be coming in for some of you that are single. And then the next card that we have here is Freedom. Yes, you guys, do you see this? Do you see this? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Exactly. Just like how he decides here in the Eight of Cups to finally walk away. I need to be freed of this situation. And then that's going to lead you to, look at this, happiness. Do you guys see this? I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. Okay. All right. That's exactly what I've been talking about and saying this entire reading is like, you need to get off of this path. You need to make a U-turn. You need to divert. You need to make a left or a right. You need to get off of this pathway because it is a dead end. And it says, I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So if you're not happy right now with whatever situation is happening in your life, if you're not happy right now, that is a sure sign that you are not on the right path. And so if something is stressing you out, if something is draining you, exhausting you, that's not the right direction for you. That's not meant for you, okay? Maybe it was at one point in time, but it's not anymore. The next card that we have here is Winds of Change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. Again, you guys, like I said, with this Eight of Wands here, things are going to start happening very quickly, very rapidly. So your surroundings will undergo transition. Amazing. The next card that we have here is the Siren, a temptation. No. I need this to focus because this is crazy. It says a temptation may lead you astray. Exactly. It's supposed to do that though. That's the whole point. It's supposed to lead you astray. It's supposed to lead you away from this dead end because anything's better than this dead end. Even if it leads you astray, it's like you can at least if you're led astray, you can get back on track. But with a dead end, there's no opportunity here. There's no potential there. So this temptation is going to lead you off a little bit. But it's going to lead you off in a direction where you're like, okay, now I can go anywhere. Now I can go anywhere with this Three of Wands right here. Exactly. Look at this. Serendipity. Brand new prospects are on the horizon. I don't even need to say anything. I literally do not need to say anything with this, because I feel like we've already talked about this enough. The next card is the Sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. Yes, your perseverance in terms of not giving up on whatever this dead end was. So if this dead end happened to be a job or money or finances, don't give up on that dream job. Don't give up on making that much money. Or if it's love or relationship, don't give up on love. Whatever it is, don't give up on it. It's just this particular situation, this particular person is not meant for you. But that doesn't mean that your dream job isn't meant for you. That doesn't mean that your passion isn't meant for you. That doesn't mean that love isn't meant for you. It just means that maybe that wasn't the right person. This dead end is not the right situation for you. So your perseverance is you persevering is you turning around and deciding to go in a different direction, and still being committed to the fact that no, at the end of the day, I do still deserve this thing, because I do still want this thing. I just don't want it with the same person, the same situation, or the same scenario. I am open to it being different, but I still want the same outcome. I still want the same end game, basically. All right. And then I pulled some cards here. Some romance cards for the month of February, and it says true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. All right, to me that sounds new. This sounds like something new coming in, something that's really just going, like I was saying, chemistry. I keep getting the feeling of like chemistry. There's a lot of chemistry somewhere. So it may be someone that comes in and sort of just takes you away from whatever the situation is. And this is the romance of a lifetime. There's going to be a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction here for sure. Oh yeah, and as well as the sun is your ruling planet. So yeah, you stay true to your heart space. You stay true to your heart space, as well as we have the full moon in Leo coming up in February, on February 9th. So this is a really big month for my Leos as well. Just because we're in Aquarius season, this means it's a really big month for my Leos as well, because we have this full moon in the sign of Leo, okay? And then the next card that we have here is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, you may have been very codependent on someone or something. You may have really not wanted to leave this situation behind. This is represented here by the 8 of Cups. And then we have trust. It says trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith that you do still deserve whatever it is that you are walking away from. You do still deserve it. It's just not in the same exact way. That's all it is. And then we have here reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, so that may be what is coming in with all of this chemistry and attraction here. Okay, so that may be what is going to help also lead you away from this sort of situation. Not exactly sure. Take it as it resonates. Now, these next 3 cards are concerning the health for the month of February. So the very first card that we have here is, look at that. Forgiveness heals. Dear Archangel, dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to forgive myself and others in exchange for what I really want, which is peace and health. Exactly. In exchange. The in exchange is what's standing out the most to me. This is saying, like, to me, it sounds like this is an exchange. This 8 of Cups is an exchange. This 8 of Cups here, when he says, you know what, this is a wall, this is an obstacle, this is a dead end, he's exchanging that dead end for opportunity, for potential. And then the next card that we have here is unconditional joy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. We also have the happiness card. And then we have the card meditation. Dear Archangel Raphael, please meditate with me and guide my mind and body to focus upon peace, health, and wellness. Meditation is going to be huge for you guys, for my Leos, in the month of February, for that card to come up. And then the last 4 cards that we have here is, we have the King. So this is attraction. Again, to me, this is coming through as attraction. You guys, oh my God. I'm freaking out right now. Oh my God. You guys see this? It says the dead end. The dead end. I don't need to say anything. I'm just like, I've got goosebumps that this card was even in there. This is a new deck, so I didn't even know that card existed, but that's crazy. You guys, exactly. This was a dead end. You had to walk away. Like, it's the hand is right there. The hand is right there. And then the King, there is also a hand in this King card as well. And it's almost like stopping you. So yeah, this is protection. This wall is up here for you guys for protection, not to harm you, not to hurt you, not to upset you, not to frustrate you, but it's for your own good. It's for your own protection. You don't want to go any further because there's nothing back there for you. And if you were to actually get past that wall, you would just be met with a lot of unhappiness, a lot of grief. Okay, the next card that we have here is the Starborn. I don't know why, but I'm saying this is something you've been waiting for a long time. The Starborn. This sounds like a prophecy to me. This sounds like something coming in where it's like, this is what's meant for you. That's what this card is saying. This is what's meant for you. It's like a prophecy. That's why you're being led away, because you're being led towards what is meant for you. And then we have, the vision. The vision. This sounds a lot like the Three of Wands right here, where it's like he has a vision. He has this vision that he developed in the Two of Wands, and that's what he's stepping out with. In the Three of Wands, he's stepping out on that vision. He's stepping out with that vision and on faith in order to find the thing that is meant for him. In order to find the thing that is meant for him. So this is amazing. So this is all that I'm seeing for my Leos for the month of February. A lot going on. But the biggest theme, honestly, for you guys is you're being led away from this dead end. You're being led away from it for sure. No question about it. But yeah, so this is all that I'm seeing for my Leos. This is amazing news. I'm a Leo moon, so I'm excited. I'm happy about this reading as well. But I pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. I want to take this time to thank your beautiful guides, my beautiful guides, our higher self, amazing spirit itself, for these messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed. Please keep conquering the world. And I'll be back next time, all right? Bye, guys.